Hello and welcome to the next video of my LCK Summer 2022 preview. We're covering Damwon KIA, Damwon KIA. In this video, I have them third. They finished third in spring. They did improve. They brought back Nuguri, and Hoya left to go to Thundertalk Gaming in the LPL. So definitely the weakest role on this team was top lane, in my opinion. Birdall held them back, and we'll get into that in a minute. Showmaker underperformed a bit. Duck Dom left a little bit to be desired as well. All in all, this team struggled. We expected more out of it. Gen G, it was a colossal failure in the playoffs against Gen G out of Damwon KIA. They remind us of what Vitality looked in the LEC, a disappointment. TL, a disappointment. In the LPL, BLG, LNG, both disappointing teams. Damwon can go right alongside them. A team that everyone expected to make the playoffs. Actually not make the playoffs, obviously made the playoffs, but be a Worlds contending team that just fell flat. So let's get into it. Nuguri comes off of a split where he didn't play. He played with FPX last season. In that season, he went with an 8.62 CS per minute. Very good farm numbers, especially when you take into account his 54 KP, a meta that wasn't quite as split push oriented as this past split. Obviously, Tryndamere coming into the meta changed that a lot, and Gwen being Gwen as well. 2.81 KDA, 22% kill share, and 22% gold share. Not often do you see a return on investment like that in the top lane, especially 22%. Kill share for a top laner is pretty solid. 13 champions in 36 games. Can play any meta. Very good player. I think this is a big upgrade for Damwon. Birdall played last split for Damwon in 8.02 CS per minute, so 0.6 less than Nuguri. Got into pretty much the same amount of fights at 53%. 17% kill share, so 5% less kill share, and 1% less gold share. Played 10 champions at 36 games. In the playoffs, Birdall definitely looked out of place. That was the hole on this team. That was the difference between T1, Gen G, and Damwon as far as I'm concerned. At least the biggest difference, as well as AD carry. Jungle, Canyon, if you watched my video earlier today, I have Canyon as the #1 rated jungler, in my opinion, in the world. I think Canyon is phenomenal. A very, very, very good player. Can play any meta and do it well. 4.33 KDA, 5.8 CS per minute, 72.4 KP. So he's 70% is my, number that I like to see out of, KP. Especially in the jungle role. And then you have above 5.5 CS per minute, so he's farming at a decent rate, and he's also doing well, creating, facilitating, making plays. When you have a top laner that's inting, that does cause some problems, so it's good that he put up good numbers. 20.6 kill share, very good when you look at 19% gold share. Return on investments there, played 14 champions of 42 games. A phenomenal player, able to play anything. So good. I can't sing Canyon's praises enough. Oh, actually, I completely overlooked something. We'll get into it in a second. So Lucid, 4.72 KDA, 5.5 CS per minute, solid in the middle, 74% KP, which is pretty high. I just went over how 72.4 is like above 70. That's good. 74 is getting to the higher upper echelon of players. This obviously in Challenger, where they went 22-14, finishing first place, winning LCK Challenger in spring. 22.3 kill share, 18.2% gold share. Very good jungler. Maybe expands his champion pool a bit from 8 champions in 33 games. Maybe gets to double digits. And you may see Lucid in the LCK in 2023. Honestly, if he puts a good summer together. Speaking of that, I'm going to backtrack to top lane. They have an absolutely incredible top laner in Thanatos. I'm going to go with Thanatos. Very, very good player. 9 CS per minute. Even at the challenger level, 9 CS per minute. Like, this guy should be getting somebody should be asking Damwon, what do you want for him? One of these other teams, I don't understand I mean, obviously it's contracts and whatever, so I do understand. But this player should be on an LCK roster, at least based off of this split stats. 9 CS per minute is incredible for a top laner. That is incredible for a mid laner, let alone a top laner. You don't see nines in mid either, really, all that much. You do, but not. I mean, more often than top. But it's not like an everyday thing. This is not 53.2% KP. So his KP was the same as Birdall, given at a lower level of competition, but he outfarmed him 1.1 CS per minute. Like 19.9 kill share, higher gold share. Obviously, played 9 champions in 33 games. Lucid and Thanatos should be on a roster in 2023 in the LCK. Mark those names down. I'm honestly surprised if they don't hang on to him, and if Nugri only wants to play a split and would rather retire, maybe they keep him and throw him right in top. I don't know. I'm really surprised that they didn't bring him up mid-split, honest to God. The way Birdall and Hoya was playing awful when he got his looks in a few games. Several games. Mid lane, Showmaker. Showmaker left a little bit to be desired. I have him in my top 5 mid laners in the world. I think he is elite. He had an off split. 8.5 CS per minute for him is an off split. I mean, I'm not taking a shot or anything, but, Rookie was being compared to Showmaker in the comments in that video. And opinions are opinions. Rookie is an elite mid laner. Then the last splits meta just didn't fit him, and his CS per minute was like 8.12. He struggled at times with Victory 5 caps, struggled a lot with G2 during spring. There's a reason why Vethio was MVP. Vethio outplayed the hell out of everybody, and I'm not going to put him in the top 5, so I can't put caps in the top 5. But Showmaker, I think, is an elite mid laner. Played 16 champions in 42 games. Like, he is super good. Literally can play anything. When you can play 16 champs, that's incredible if you're willing to pull that many out. 63% KP, you'd like that to be a little higher, given that his CS was 8.55, just barely over the threshold for me at 8.5. Obviously, like I said, it was an off split for him. 22% gold share as well. Below him, you have Pulbay. 8.72 CS per minute, 3.89 KDA. Nearly 70 KP, which is pretty good. 8.7 and 70 KP is solid. Hopefully after summer he improves a little bit more. Maybe he gets into that spot where an LCK team looks at him. 24% kill share, 22% gold share. Played 12 champions in 33 games. A big champion pool as well. Duck Dom in bot. I think Duck Dom leaves a lot to be desired. We'll see how he does in summer. But in spring, 9.3 CS per minute is not good enough, especially he didn't have any Senna games. 5.44 KDA is good. 34.4 kill share is good. 67 KP is good. So all these other stats are good, but the farming in lane is where he struggles a bit against LCK bot laners. 25% gold share, so he gets fed, he gets kills. He just needs to farm a bit more. 8 champions in 42 games. Now, the thing I'm going to say about this is Rahel behind him is putting up exceptional numbers in Challenger. 10 to 9 CS per minute. Anytime you have an 80 carry going above 10, like a light should go off. Like this guy should be playing. I understand like that. It's not as simple as that. But the guy clearly can lane. And this is across 33 games in Challenger. He should have a job in 2023. Frankly, somebody should be paying up for him to have a job in summer. 4.68 KDA, 67 KP, 29.8% kill share, and 25% gold share. So he's pretty much getting the same amount of fights as Duck Dom, given at a lower level, similar to how we talked about top lane, lower level, but 1 CS per minute more. Like, this guy's ready. He's ready. He was ready yesterday. 8 champions of 33 games. In summer, maybe he brings that up and his CS goes down a bit. But at least off of spring, he put up a crazy spring split. Kellen, actually surprising stats here. I'm not a big fan of Kellen, honestly. There is a drop-off there to Kellen from Barrel. 4.58 CS per minute. I mean, not 48. No one cares about CS per minute for a support. 4.58 KDA, strong. Obviously, these players, strong KDA, 71% KP, played 11 champions in 42 games, a very good player. Better than, honestly, I had expected out of him going into spring. And Bible behind him, 12 champions in 29 games, 66.6 KP, which is ironic given his name is Bible. Good player. We'll see if he can keep it up going into summer. Obviously, joined at the hip with Raheel. Similar KPs. You know, this team, it's a thing when an elite team like Damwon has an elite challenger team, that is scary. There are ways for this team to improve and really not get any worse anytime soon. Oops, I kicked my board. You know, top lane they have a replacement. Bot lane they have a replacement. Lucid is going to get there. You know, this team is super good. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content.